Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great day so far. Hope you had a good weekend. Everything's going well. Appreciate you being here as we continue to go through the book of Proverbs. We will be starting in the 13th chapter today and beginning there. And Solomon, to be honest, I will confess, I had never really noticed that really the layout that Solomon uses through the book is a comparison or contrast between the results of a wise man's decisions and the results of a foolish man's decision. But he continues that pattern here in the 13th chapter. And again, he as he looks at it, he just uses different aspects of their life, from their language to their family life to just how they treat their neighbors, all those things. The difference between the two. And one of the things he spends a lot of time on is on our language, our speech, the things that we say or even don't say. And so he's really emphasizing here in our section this morning the importance of controlling our tongue. And this chapter opens up very similar to chapter 12, where he talks about how a person obeys, how they receive correction. And here he talks about children, and he says, "A wise son heareth his father's instruction, but a scorner heareth not rebuke." That a wise child will accept correction from their parents. And I think by extension there, that we take that, and it's not just children that would fit into that category, that they learn that as children, and they continue to practice that as they grow older. How we respond to criticism, how we respond to, as Solomon calls it here, instruction, says a great deal about our level of wisdom, even our level of righteousness. A scorner heareth not rebuke. He rejects wise counsel. He rejects the wisdom that others, the discipline, the correction that would be given to him. And that's why it's so important as parents that we teach our children at an early age how to respond to discipline, because that's something you're gonna deal with most likely your whole life. Even if you're the billionaire owner of the company, you're probably still going to have a board of directors or stockholders that are going to be speaking to you. And so it's something important that we learn how to deal with instruction. Verse 2, he says, "A man shall eat good by the fruit of his mouth, but the soul of the transgressor shall eat violence." What a picture, beautiful word picture, I think, that he gives us, that a wise man, he benefits from the good things. He gets good things in return for the good things that he says, whereas the foolish man suffers the consequences of the bad things he says, the bad words, the bad speech that he uses, the way he talks to people comes back against him. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life, but he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction. I think that verse doesn't need a great deal of commentary on anyone's part, for that matter. My part, that very again, words. When you control your words, you protect, you preserve your life. Unfortunately, we have probably all heard, or maybe even personally know, of stories where someone's words got them in bad trouble, and potentially even killed. You say the wrong thing to the wrong person, you can end up, in a box 6 foot deep. And so the wise man is cautious and careful of his words, and even if it isn't that extreme, responding using the wrong words, not having self control over our speech, can cost us friends, can cost us marriages, cost us relationship with our children, with our parents, cost you your job. Words can have a very high cost, and most of us are unfortunately painfully aware of that truth. And when I see this last section, he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction. When I see openeth wide his lips, I think the way that probably I would say it anyway, maybe you would too in today's world. If you got a big mouth, it'll get you in trouble. And so Solomon is cautioning his son in those uses, and how dangerous or how beneficial language can be. Once those words, you can bounce them around in your head all day long, but once they come through those wide lips, can't get them back. You can't possibly take them back. And that's the way with words. And again, most of us have experienced that personally and observed it in other relationships. Words can damage a relationship to the point where it'll just be ruined forever. You may still consider the other person friends or whatever, but the relationship will never have the depth and have the quality that it one time had. And so just a good reminder for us this morning to be cautious and careful of our speech, of our words, what we say, how we say it, who we say it to. And so I hope you'll keep that in your mind. Think about that. Filter those words. Think about those words before you turn them loose, because you can't get them back. Have a good day. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.